see, that's the problem right there. I'm going through my feed, I'm looking at all types of crazy pictures. I see guys out there all dressed up, looking fly, taking a million pictures. I don't even know what they're really doing. Meanwhile, guys out there losing their women, losing their kids, losing their money, losing their minds. And for what? One night stand, out here faking like they got jumped. Cats are going wild. But Mac, what are you talking about? Before you get us all into that, can you please open the video the right way? Excuse me. Kind of lost myself for a second. Welcome back to Bestmanmade. I'm your guy, Mac. What I just told you is exactly the issue. We're missing the number one problem, the one thing that men around the world are suffering from. What's that thing? Glad you asked. Mac, can you get right to it? Indeed, I will. Roll it. I'm not gonna make this be a whole like spelled out thing. I'm not gonna sit here and circumambulate the issue. I'm gonna get right to it. The problem right now is that today, for guys, we lack too many OGs. Too many mentors, too many fathers, too many father figures. Guys out here that's telling you how to move, how to make the right choices, how to think about your next step before you even take it. Now, why is that? The art of OG is gone. I don't even know if that makes sense. The art of OG, but you get what I'm trying to say. Now cats want to sit there in front. They want to go out there, take all these pictures, look all pretty, make it seem like they're out there making it. They're not. They confusing y'all. They leading you down the wrong alley. We got to go ahead and fix that. And I'm going to tell you how. Let's break down today what an OG is and should be. For now on, the Bestmanmade channel, Bestmanmade, don't sit there and think about it like gentlemen and swagger and all this hustle and grind and stop. Don't think about all that at first. What I want you to think right now is I'm telling you this. You got Mac, is your virtual OG. Some of y'all don't have a lot of OGs out there in the world, and I understand that. That's why this whole thing was made for you. The first thing that an OG should be is somebody that gives you perspectives. Perspective is the ability to see things from several different accounts. What I mean by that is the guys that learn by thick books and hard knocks. The cats that did their homework, did their research, read a book or two, read a book of 5, whatever, has that intellect, has that knowledge already. And if they didn't learn it from the thick books, then they learned it from the hard knocks. The only life lessons that life can give you, successes, failures, indecisions, opportunities, things that they have picked up along the way, that's what they're gonna give you. They're gonna give you that perspective, that realness, the things that they picked up, things that are invaluable to another man's intellect. Second thing I'm gonna tell you about an OG is an OG is like a chief navigator. I love that actually, a chief navigator. Somebody that tells you how to go about moving in these streets, how to go about taking up on these relationships and building that network. That's what an OG should do for you. Not a cat that's gonna sit back and be like, you ask him a question, they sit back and I don't know, man, I don't know what to tell you, I don't know what to do. That ain't gonna happen. Whether he does not know it or he does know it. If he does know it, he should tell you. If he does not know it, he should figure it out and help you find the right ways to make moves, right? Somebody that's out there mixing it up, doing what they gotta do, making moves. A chief navigator is somebody that, you give them a scenario. Hey man, look, I got this situation I'm dealing with. It's always that. I got this situation I'm dealing with, right? And your homeboy sitting back, your OG, and he's saying, okay, well, look, break down the situation for me and we'll see if we can figure this thing out together. What you do, you go to your OG, you tell him, all right, man, listen, I met this woman, she's amazing. I don't even quite know how to go about making that first step. OG says, cool, tell me more about it. See what I'm saying? He's not gonna sit there and just give you this blanket statement. That's not what OG does. Now, OG gonna give you something much more specific for your specific issue. That's how to go and tell you how to move, how to navigate that problem, that situation. Now, the next thing I want to tell you about an OG, the way that OG is gonna kind of come back and confront you about things is he's not gonna tell you what you wanna know. He's gonna tell you what you need to know. That's why they break it down for you, because right now you might be in a situation, in a place in life where you sit back and you're thinking, man, you know what? I mean, all I see is this, and I want that. And your OG knows already, brother, you really don't want that, but you don't know that yet. And that's fine. It ain't sitting back, he's sitting back laughing. Let's see, if OG sitting there laughing at you and making it seem like, man, you dumb as, dumb as rocks, whatever, man. I'm gonna let you figure it out for yourself. That's a problem. You got the wrong guy. That ain't the OG. That's the enemy. Get away from that guy. He gonna mess around and get you shot. But the OG is gonna put you on to what you need to know. Give you that raw, unadulterated, direct truth. Some of that stuff that might hit you kind of hard in the heart. Or some of that stuff when you hear, you be like, man, I ain't gonna do that. You set me up. You make me feel like a punk out here doing this. Nah, man, that ain't what he's trying to do to you. Now, if you wanna hear what you wanna hear, go holler at your homeboys. They'll tell you exactly what you wanna hear. Now, a good OG, one that's been out there mixing it up, making moves, doing what he gotta do. One that's been doing that chief navigation. He will be able to put you on some nice style. You can already tell, because style, like I told y'all before, I don't know if I've said this, maybe I hadn't said this. Style. A lot of times people determine style, and they say style is an individual expression. Nah, homie. Style is a mindset. Now, the major goal of an OG is to keep you accountable. An OG is like a coach. You know, you like a star player out there, but he's trying to make sure that if you want to go ahead and become that star player, he's going to keep you accountable. He's going to give you some practice, some tips, some drills to run. Things you got to do to pick it up, increase your pace, increase your abilities, right? And then as you do that, you got to be accountable. You got to do the work. They're not going to do it for you. It shouldn't be like that. That's the way life got to be lived. But an OG is going to help you to go ahead and say, man, listen, I'm messing up. I'm slipping. I'm not doing what I got to do. Being accountable, I said this before in other videos, being accountable is a major thing in a man's life, a real man's life. And that's what an OG is trying to make sure that you remember. You got to be accountable for your own actions. He's accountable for you. The one thing about an OG is that, yes, it is true. He is his brother's keeper. As painful as that can be, that's exactly what the OG is for you. Now, when you put it all together, when you take everything we just talked about, all those points about who and what an OG is, and you just try to mix it together and sit back and look at that and see what you see. What I don't want you to do is sit back and say, you know what? I got an OG now. That means I'm gonna go ahead and get all the women I want. Drive all these fly cars, cash in, make bank. It's all about me. You got it dead wrong if that's what you're thinking. That's the problem right now. I'm telling you because that's it. All these cats that you think are putting you on, right? You're going through your feet. Yeah, man. Oh, that's what I gotta do. That's what I need to do. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and make that happen. That's how I'm gonna move. Nah, you're being led astray, man. No matter how they gonna tell it to you, no matter how they gonna sell it to you, that's the problem right now today with all guys around the world. Your OG ain't doing that for you. Those guys you're looking at, they're not your OG. Your OG is trying to do one thing for you. He's trying to set you up, go ahead and get you right, help you go ahead and make it so that you can pay it forward and that you can become the next OG. Woo! Don't that sound good? Then you are the next OG. You the best man made. And that's what this whole thing is about. Because as we all know, right here, right now, on Bestmanmade, boys are born. Time is moving, but men are made. We'll see y'all next time. Ha! Now, the one thing an OG is gonna always tell you is you're trying to build 3 things in your life. That's your bank, your family, and your reputation. Trust me on that. Listen to your OG, see what he got to say.